Um, Sylvia's having trouble. Okay, Saskia, I'm ready.
All right. A narrow shave, but a miss is as good as a mile. Dear young lady, your servants to the death. I wish for your sake I had joined the Bulgarian army instead of the other one. I am not a native Serb.
No. You are one of the Austrians who set the Serbs on to rob us of our national liberty and who officer their army for them. We hate them.
An Austrian? Not I. Don't hate me, dear young lady. I am a Swiss fighting merely as a professional soldier. I joined the Serbs because they came first down the road from Switzerland. Be generous. You've beaten us all.
Have I not been generous?
Noble. Heroic. But I'm not safe yet. This particular rush will soon pass through, but the pursuit will go on all night in fits and starts. I must take my chance to get out in the quiet interval. You don't mind my staying just a minute or two, do you?
Oh no. Won't you please sit down?
Thanks. Ouch! Don't frighten me like that. What is it?
Your revolver. It was staring the officer in the face all the time. What an escape.
Oh. Is that all?
I am sorry I frightened you. Pray take it to protect yourself against me.
It's no use, dear young lady. There's nothing in it. It's not loaded.
Load it by all means.
I have no ammunition. What use are cartridges in battle? I always carry chocolate instead. I finished the last cake of that hours ago.
Chocolate? Do you mean to tell me that you stuff your pockets like a schoolboy, even in the field?
Yes. Isn't it contemptible? I wish I had some now.
Allow me. You must excuse me. I have eaten all except for these.
You're an angel. Creams. Delicious. Bless you, dear lady. You can always tell an old soldier by the inside of his holsters and cartridge boxes. The young ones carry pistols and cartridges. The old ones, bro. Thank you. Oh! Don't do things so suddenly. Gracious lady. It's mean to revenge yourself because I frightened you just now.
Frighten me. Do you know, ma'am, that though I am only a woman, I find myself at heart as brave as you?
I should think so. You haven't been under fire for 3 days as I have. I can stand 2 days without showing a much, but no one can stand 3 days. I'm as nervous as a mouse. Would you like to see me cry?
No.
If you would, All you would have to do is scold me like I was a little girl and you my nurse. If I were in camp, they would play all sorts of tricks.
I'm sorry. I won't scold you. You must excuse me. Our officers are not like that.
Oh, yes, they are. There are two sorts of soldiers. The old ones and the young ones. I've served 14 years. Half of your fellows haven't even smelt powder before. How is it they've just beaten us? Sheer ignorance of the art of war, nothing else. I've never seen anything so unprofessional.
Oh, was it unprofessional to beat you?
Well, is it professional to throw a regiment of cavalry on a battery of machine guns with the dead certainty that if the guns go off, no man or horse will get within 50 yards of the fire? I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw it.
Did you see the great cavalry charge? Tell me about it. Describe it to me.
You never saw a cavalry charge, did you?
How could I?
Perhaps not. Of course not. Well, it's sort of a funny sight. It's like slinging a handful of peas against a window pane. The first one comes, then 2 or 3 behind it, and then all the rest of them in a lump.
Yes, first one, the bravest of the brave.
You should see the poor devil pulling at his horse.
Why should he pull out his horse?
Because it's running away with him, of course. Do you suppose the fellow wants to get there before the others and be killed? Then they all come. You can tell the young ones by their wildness and their slashing. The old ones come bunched up under the number 1 car. They know that they're mere projectiles and there's no use trying to fight. The wounds are mostly broken knees because of the horses cannoning together.
Ah! But I don't believe the first one is a coward. I know he is a hero.
That's what you would have said if you saw the first man on the charge today.
Yes! I knew it! Tell me about him.
He did it like an operatic tenor. A regular handsome fellow with flashing eyes and a lovely mustache, shouting his war cry and charging like Don Quixote at the windmills. He did laugh.
Dared to laugh.
Yes. But when the sergeant ran up as white as a sheet and told us that they'd sent us the wrong ammunition and that we wouldn't be able to fire a round for the next 10 minutes, we laughed at the other side of our mouths. Never felt so sick in my life. And though I've been in 1 or 2 very tight places, and I haven't even a revolver cartridge, only chocolate, no bayonets. Of course, they just cut us to bits. And there was Don Quixote, flourishing like a drum major, thinking he'd done the cleverest thing ever when he ought to be court-martialed for it. Of all the fools ever let loose on the field of battle, this man must be the very maddest. He and his regiment simply committed suicide. Only the pistol misfired. That's all.
Indeed. Would you know him if you saw him again?
Shall I ever forget him?
This is the gentleman, the patriot and hero to whom I am betrothed.
I'm really very sorry. Is it fair to lead me on? Yes, that's Don Quixote, all right. Not a doubt about it.
Why do you laugh?
I didn't. I assure you. At least I didn't mean to. But When I think about him charging the windmills, imagine if he was doing the finest
Give me
thing.
back the portrait, sir.
Of course, certainly. I'm really very sorry. Perhaps I'm wrong. You know, no doubt I am. Most likely, he got wind of the cartridge business somehow and knew it was a safe job.
That is to say, he was a pretender and a coward? You did not dare say that before.
It's no use, dear lady. Cannot make you see it from the professional point of view.
End broadcast.